Today we're going to go over the quick and simple process of making this beautiful 3D printed Christmas tree lamp that I made for my significant other as a Christmas present. And albeit this coming out a couple of days before Christmas, I don't have to worry about her seeing it as she is almost never on YouTube. So to start off with, we need to print two things, the base and the tree. I'll link to the Thingiverse files in the description below, as well as the fairy lights that I used for it. While the time-lapse plays out, let's talk about this project. It's printed at 300% standard size, totaling around 15 inches on my Sunlu S8, and the tree is printed in vase mode using VoxLab's Silk White PLA. The base is printed with D-Max's color change filament, as with some leftover filament I had. I plan to spray the base black anyway, so I didn't care what color it was. The base has 7 holes in it. 3 for guiding the lights into the base, and 4 on the very bottom to insert pennies as a way of weighing down the base a bit. I apologize for not showing the lights going into the base. I inserted them to test everything out, and I couldn't actually remove them, so just a heads up, once they're in, they're staying in. However, once you do have them through the holes and ready to go around the base, it's a pretty straightforward process. I didn't measure this out and definitely lucked out that the spacing for the lights came out the way it did. Another millimeter or 2 wider in diameter and the lights would have all stacked up in line and looked terrible. As I wrapped the lights around, I made sure that there were no bends or twists in the lights, and every few lines just put a small dollop of hot glue to hold them down. You could use hot glue like I did, super glue, packing tape, scotch tape. Really, any type of adhesive would work. Hot glue was just quick and easy for me. With the fairy lights coming in at 33 feet long, they are just a hair too long even at the 15-inch height that I planned for this to be. My solution was to leave a hole in the top of the cylinder to drop the last few extra lights inside of the base and have one that's glued at the very top to shine up and illuminate the last bit of the top of the tree. And just a quick test here with a USB power bank to make sure everything works as it should. These fairy lights only require a 5-volt source, so most power banks will work just fine. They can be controlled via the button on the USB or by downloading the Hello Fairy app and connecting them through there for the neat effects you'll see at the end of the video. One thing I like to do with my bases for either models or for something like this is to model in holes for pennies to go into to add a bit of weight to the base so it doesn't fall over or get knocked down easily. The holes on this one are designed to take 5 pennies, so you'll just want to source 20 cents for your weights. If you have a situation where the pennies won't fit in, you can either shave off around the hole a tiny bit, and they should fit, Or you can grab a soldering iron and press the pennies in with the soldering iron to essentially melt their way into the base. If you have any stubborn pennies that don't want to stay in, just add a dab of super glue or hot glue and it'll stay put. One last thing that I like to do with PLA prints is add a bit of foam to the bottom to stop them from sliding around all over the place. It's extremely simple to do, just use some spray adhesive. In this case, I'm using Gorilla Glue spray adhesive. Simply spray both items that you want to glue together, wait around a minute, and then stick them together. Hopefully you get it where you wanted it, as it's not coming apart too easily after that. Once you've got it glued down, simply take an X-Acto knife or razor blade and cut around the base to remove the excess foam and give it a nice clean look. And that's all for this video. I was going to speed this up to 3 times speed, but figured with the flashing and strobing lights, it probably wouldn't be a good idea. The thing that I like about these fairy lights so much is that they're able to be controlled with the Hello Fairy app, as I mentioned earlier, which allows you to select quite a few different settings for the light patterns, which you'll see me go through over the next few minutes. They have pre-selected patterns, a color wheel, a dimmer, the ability to select individual sections of lights to change those colors, a neat music setting so it strobes and whatnot to music, and can also be turned on and off. I'm going to try and see about posting a short of her opening this if she'll let me. No guarantees on that one though. As always, if you like the content I'm putting out, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all new content as it comes out. Thanks so much for watching, take care.